There's so many times that we get hung up in how we think our life should be and where we should be at. And we'll cling to that vision with white knuckle grip, not realizing that our full potential is even higher than that thing that we're clinging to. And we're not even giving ourselves a chance at what the universe wants us to be or where your intuition will take you. Your intuition is not telling you to resist something, to not let go of something, because that's not the way that it works. Intuition is the opposite of your ego, and your ego is the thing that's holding on. The feelings of resistance that you get and the stress and the fear that you get from holding on to things is all the ego's doing. And your intuition or your higher self, what's back here, the awareness of the thinking and not the thinking itself, that's who you want to be in charge. If your ego is in charge, then you're not going to be able to let go of anything, because that's the ego's job, to hold on to its sense of self-identity and to prepare for the worst to keep you alive. Learning to let go means stepping aside from the ego. And you can do this directly or indirectly. You can do it directly through meditation, or you can do it indirectly through practicing a couple of different things that will help you learn how to let go. Now, letting go is a practice that is great for not only personal development, but for stress relief and just general life satisfaction. Those kind of go hand in hand, because if you can alleviate stress, or at least change your perception of it, then your life just becomes better. Your well-being improves by default because you're not stressed as much. Also, this improves your health, because I don't know if you know, but when you bury stress, that will manifest in your body as dis-ease, as disease. You will physically get sick or injured because your body interprets mental stress and physical stress the same way. It's great for self-development because you learn to let go of the things that are holding you back, like not being perfect. If you can let go of your idea of what you want your outcome to be, then you can just embrace what it is, and you can take action and just get started. Because more often than not, especially if you're just starting out, if you have this idea in your head of what you want the thing to be, your abilities don't match it yet. You have to practice. You have to put in the time. If you don't put in the time and you have an expectation of your end result and you are clinging on to that, you're not going to make magic happen. I know from so much experience, this is the thing that I am the most skilled at, pretending that I'm gonna do all these things when I have no practice in it, but I'm getting sidetracked. Now, how letting go helps with stress relief. If you're stressed or fearful, then you are in your ego survival brain. You are holding on to fantasy stories. You're holding on to things that aren't reality because you're not in the present moment, and you are projecting yourself into these other times and other places, playing out worst case scenario in your mind. And because you can't let go of that, you are causing unneeded worry and fear. General well-being and life satisfaction. I'm just going to give you an example of this. I forget his name, but he was on Rich Roll's podcast, and he has this beautiful morning exercise that he does every morning. He writes down 3 things, and they are just little sentences that he completes each morning. One is, today I will let go of, and then he fills it out. I am grateful for, and then he fills it out. And then number 3, today I will focus on, and then he fills it out. I thought that this was a great idea, so I decided to try it for myself. And for example, on one of those days, on today I will let go of, I simply wrote, today I will let go of the need for my day to go as I expect it to. Because my day never goes as I plan it to. I get just distracted. I beat myself up when things don't go exactly according to plan. And because I'm so stressed and I get so hung up on my day going according to plan, it's like I don't give myself room to just have fun with it because it has to be this way. And it puts all this pressure on it. It makes it so serious. And being serious is the worst. Just generally speaking. Life is going to hand you changes no matter what. If you cling to something that you think is what you need and the change is trying to come, the harder you cling, the more painful that change is going to be. But if you can float like a butterfly, if you can flow with the change and not be resistant to it, then you'll have less pain as that change comes. So let's discuss actually letting go. Like, how do you let go? How do you practice that? This can also be letting go of anger towards somebody else. It can be letting go of resentment. It can be letting go of resentment to yourself. It can be letting go of an addiction. This can literally be letting go of anything that is no longer serving you. Now, the first step to letting go is practicing acceptance. Because if you can accept what is, then you can let go of it way easier. If you can't accept what's going on, then you won't be able to let go of it because you're already holding it at bay. You're already trying to push it. And if you can't let go of something that you're holding on to, this is why confessing that you have a problem to yourself and to other people is that first step in addiction recovery, because you are accepting it. The second thing that you can practice to help you with letting go is practicing gratitude. When you can focus on gratitude, then so often you are able to just let whatever you're resisting slip on through. When you practice gratitude, it doesn't leave any room for fearful predictions or thoughts of negative outcomes or negative self-talk. And so if you can get out of those mindsets, then letting go almost comes naturally. Now, the third way to practice letting go is simply by shifting your focus. You don't always know what you need to let go of. Sometimes you feel anxious and you don't know why. But if you meditate and investigate, I guarantee you that if you try to find out something that you need to let go of, what is holding you back, if you meditate on it, get outside in nature and just let yourself ponder, because you have to give yourself time to be alone with your thoughts. And I'm going to say that a lot. You have to give yourself time to be alone with your thoughts. Now, if you're well aware of what you need to let go of, then you just need to shift your focus. You're focusing too much on the thing and not enough on everything else. Because where focus goes, energy flows. You can focus your attention on the problem, or you can focus your attention on something else. Now, if you can focus your attention on something else, then boom, you've already let go of that thing. Now, if it comes back, you need to revisit acceptance and gratitude. And this might be a process that you have to go through a number of times before you finally let go of that thing. And the harder it is to let go of, the more times you'll have to go through these steps. You can practice letting go on a daily basis with the little things, right? Say somebody cuts you off in traffic and you normally have a tendency to get mad and flipping the bird and honk the horn and all that stuff. Let go of that. Take a big deep breath in when you get triggered and realize that you're okay. It doesn't affect your day. You don't have to take it personally, and let go of it. And if you can practice letting go of the little things, then when big things come your way, you'll be more capable of letting go because you have practice. Really, what it boils down to is that letting go requires adjustment of your mental attitude towards whatever it is that you're holding on to. The last thing that I'll say here is that one way to help you let go and practice letting go, as well as help you practice gratitude and focus and acceptance, is meditation. Because sometimes all we need is just a little bit of clarity. We need to connect back with ourselves and to connect back with our confidence in order to handle the situation in a confident and self-empowered way. And if you can move through your life with that kind of self-empowerment and I've got this attitude, then letting go becomes significantly easier because you know that there is nothing that you can't handle because you've been through worse before and you'll probably go through worse at some point in the future. The inability to let go will halt your progress. It can cause dis-ease and literal disease, and it can cause so much unnecessary suffering. Because there are things that you can't change. And sometimes life will toss you things that are painful. Learning to be able to let go will help you move through life more smoothly and with more confidence and with more willingness to see what is next. You should be letting go of resistance to change. You should be letting go of unhelpful self-beliefs and self-talk. And you should be letting go of expected outcomes. Sometimes the actual outcome can far exceed your greatest expectations. So move forward with faith. I love you all. Stay mindful.